Hi, everyone. Welcome to This Month at Product, May 2021. Getting just into a couple of reminders as we typically go through as we start. We have a combined audience of CBA and CBR. So bear with us if we're presenting on a topic that isn't quite available to you yet, but will be soon. As a reminder, we have that live chat, so please engage with us. We have our product managers behind the scenes ready to answer any of those questions for you, so please add your questions to the chat. And then finally, as a reminder, we are always recording both TMAP and TMAP for agents, and we will post the recording as well as the slides to desk following the call. As a reminder for our meeting format, we have over the last several months been changing things up. We think we have found a sweet spot in how we are presenting this month at product to you, but we are continuously looking for suggestions. So if you have suggestions on things you'd like to see as we go through today's presentation, please don't hesitate to share that with us as well. We also will be engaging with you via Slido. We do this every single TMAP and TMAP for agents. So please go to slido.com, enter hashtag TMAP, and once we have our questions posted, you'll be able to engage with us and provide your feedback. For today's agenda, I'm Heidi Bonnell, Director of Product Management. I'll be moderating today. Our featured product speakers are Chris Padilla. He will be presenting on MoxiWorks, and Melanie Senderman will be presenting on Exclusive Look. We're going to go through those featured topics, and then we are going to go through a few key product updates, followed by a deployment update, and then we'll go into some Q&A and reminders and resources. And with that, we are going to jump right into the featured product section. And I'm going to hand it over to Chris for a MoxiWorks update.
Excellent. And thank you so much, Heidi. And so, guys, you may have heard last month of the new kid on the block with our MoxiWorks partnership. Casey Richter gave a fantastic presentation and overview as to what is we're calling the biggest and most open tech rollout in real estate history, which is our partnership and bringing the MoxiWorks Suite to all of our brands within Realogy. The problem it really solves, just to remind you guys, is it's a truly powerful platform that helps enable our brokers and our agents to drive productivity and ultimately profitability via connected recruiting, website, CRM, presentation, and CMA tool. And so what that translates to is that we'll be offering the ability in short order for our brokers and agents to take advantage of Moxie Engage, Moxie Websites, Moxie Present, Moxie Impress, and Moxie Talent. It's a whole lot of Moxie, and we're really excited to get it out to you guys. So what I wanted to do today is give you guys a bit of an update as to where we are and give you some added glance and how we think about it. First up is we are on track and excited to this Friday to launching what we're affectionately calling Group Zero to across all of our 5 brands and actually 20 brokers and about 7,000 agents this coming Friday. What Group Zero means for us is it's truly a quick and easy win for the brokers that are already leveraging the Moxie platform and extending their access to more products that are part of our partnership. Really, this is a driving value for our brokers within 45 days of what was our public launch and announcement of this relationship. It comes with some limitations, though, and it's something for you guys to be aware of, is that there's limited support. There's no integrations with Realogy systems or any migrations or brand content. It's truly meant to be able to help drive more benefit from some of the Moxie relationships that some of our brokers have been taking advantage of for some time now. So we're on track. We're excited to hear more. Just as a fun fact for this group, of the 20 that we have for Group Zero, 8 of those companies actually come from the Coldwell Banker family. So we're really excited to be able to enable some more benefit there for that group. As we look ahead and where we're starting to put our lens and our focus on for, after this coming Friday on the next slide would be early access. Early access is the next part of our journey on the MoxiWorks rollout. And what early access means for us is it's really a chance for us to formalize and validate and test our processes, our data integrations, our support systems, our comms plans, our training, our rollout, everything that goes in to making sure that we're able to, at scale, deliver a successful experience of coming onto the MoxiWorks system. This is in the tentative and planning stages, and so what you see here today is we have a list of curated brokers who have been identified through working with each of our brands based on their existing footprint, the integration, some of the opportunities, and more. And that list comes in around 550. That will be preliminary. It will be changing. We're looking at targeting late summer to be able to begin early access as a process. But the big takeaway here is that we're thrilled and excited to be able to get to a point in which we're really validating the skill that's required so that we can get to the next phase. And the next phase following this, as a high level for you all, is what we call open enrollment. And so we'll learn about open enrollment later on down the line, so I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, so there's no at a glance yet. But that at the high level, it means that that's when we're ready for a time in which any company across any of our brands has the ability to openly enroll to take advantage of the MoxiWorks. As we move on to the next slide, I just wanted to give you a couple of different updates. We have been diligently working across our organization, ensure that we're helping promote and educate on this MoxiWorks relationship. We're equipping the Coal Banker group with the right information so that we can get it to our brokers, both in the form of FAQs and other resources to help better educate and come up to speed on actually what does the MoxiWorks product suite look like, feel like, act like, etc. We have a learn more website that's available that is realogyproduct.com/Moxie, which is available both for our brands as well as our brokers to help with any inquiries that they might have as it relates to the MoxiWorks initiatives that we have going on. We used it as an opportunity to consolidate and have responses in a expedited fashion out to the folks that are reaching out, and so that we can help build out our FAQs as we get more of the same questions coming in across all of the different parties. There's a few different things to note for those that are owned and operated and our brands. We do have an internal web SharePoint site that houses a lot of the resources. If you haven't heard or if you haven't seen yet, be sure to take a look at the Inman article from April 27th, in which our CEO of Realogy, Ryan Snyder, gave an exclusive enumerating the benefits of MoxiWorks as well as our overall open ecosystem strategy. So that's a lot of progress to date. As we look forward to what's next, which would be the next slide, the high level takeaway from here, guys, is that our team is hands down on getting Group Zero out and into the open and feeling that value and benefit. And we're really working and marching towards ensuring that we have move forward to be able to offer the opportunity for our early access participants to determine if they want to be a part of that journey with us and to help us validate and firm up the skill, and which is a big reason that early access exists. More is coming from there. I think I'll end it here with my overview. As we look forward, I think we have one more thing that we just wanted to offer you guys, which is the Slido. And so we just wanted to ask a quick question for you guys. I went over a high level. I'm sure each one of you guys, after you heard Casey give the overview last month, went off to the Moxie website and looked up the different products. What we're really interested in for you guys is, which product are you most excited for? Is it Engage? Is it websites? Is it Present? Is it Impress? Is it Talent? Feel free to just use the Slido link to share that with us. Excellent. It's feeling more even than I was expected, but right now websites is pulling ahead.
Very interesting. All right, we'll keep this slide, the Slido open for this question until we get to our next. So please contribute to the Slido feedback. We really appreciate it. And let's go back to our slides, and we are going to move on to exclusive look. And Mel is here to give us an update.
Hi, guys. So for anyone who might not be familiar, Exclusive Look is our Coldwell Banker marketing platform where agents can share their listings before they're being placed into the MLS. So some reasons why you need it. It's a great place for the agents to go. They can find hard to uncover listings, newly listed properties, anything that's not available yet. With low inventory, it's a great place for the agents to find something as soon as it's available. They can, gauge interest on their property, create early demand, do some price testing, reduce the need for contingencies. We also have our auto matching where we, the product itself, Exclusive Look, will match the buyers to the listings and create some instant leads for them. Sorry, getting tongue-tied today. We also have our daily notifications that will go out. So there's always a constant push of new listings available, or buyers' needs also come across every day. And it just gives the agents an advantage in an already competitive market. So some impressive claims that we have already had vetted out. You are free to share these as well as your agents. You can find them in product metrics along with the disclaimers that should go with them. But some really great things here. 20% of agents and teams experienced an increase in their production just by using Exclusive Look. $40,000 increase in production. Agents and teams earn 2.5% times more. And we also had agents and teams who added a listing in Exclusive Look earn 3 times more. There's also a few other claims. I think it's like Listing Concierge and maybe Prospect Square that are also in product metrics, so you can check those out too. So next, I wanted to just kind of give an overview of 2 awareness campaigns that we have happening right now in a few select markets. We have a social campaign 1, which is a general awareness overview. So we're basically starting a social campaign. It will launch tomorrow, the 13th. And we want to get the message out there for anyone who may not already know about Exclusive Look. It's going to be in select markets at first. It's going to last 30 days. We're going to be talking about the benefits of Exclusive Look in these ads and using CV exclusives and sneak peeks. We're going to be showing those fantastic claims. There's going to be a landing page with some education, and you can go straight to add a listing from there. And as always, we have information about Exclusive Look in our help center on desk. So for campaign 1, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to do some copy testing. And here's one example where we're going to have increase your production by 20%. And then the post copies generate demand and uncover upcoming listings all before properties hit the MLS. And then they'll be able to go and add a link, add a listing directly to Exclusive Look. And there'll be a link to Exclusive Look, or a landing page with a call to action where they can learn more. And I'm going to show you that landing page in just a minute. The next copy test is earn 3 times more with Exclusive Look. And then you've got it's a hot market, spark interest before properties hit the MLS with Exclusive Look. Same type of thing. You can add your listing directly in Exclusive Look or learn more. So the next thing we're doing is some image testing. And here we've got increase your production by 20%. It's going to be the same messaging, but we're going to show it kind of in a blue background. And then the next slide shows it in kind of a green background, just to see which grabs the agent's attentions more. So the next campaign is, let's talk about the landing page. So for this campaign 1, which is just the general awareness, when they click that call to action button, it's going to take them here. And they're going to be able to do 2 things. be able to add a listing right away that'll take them straight to exclusive look. They don't need to sign on anything else, or it will show them 5 steps to quickly add a listing, and then more the benefits of it and just some product information. So the next campaign is incentive based, where the first one is just overall awareness. Campaign 2 is incentive based. We want agents to enter a sneak peek into exclusive look on a Friday, and then they will get the benefit of a company paid HomeSpotter boost ad over the weekend. So this promotion is also going to start tomorrow. It's going to be available for select markets. It'll last 30 days. It'll be 4 weekends of this company paid free promotional boost. And it will actually start on Friday. So even though we're going to put the, the campaign out in social media and let the agents know about it on Thursday, they will actually start posting their listings on Friday, the 14th. We also want to remind everyone, when they are participating in this, as always, you need to post that listing to the MLS on Monday, just so that we're following our MLS rules and regs. And again, this will also have a landing page with more information, and there's a quick start guide available for those participating in this pilot. So again, we're going to do some copy testing for this second campaign, where we've got free social ads for your sneak peek listing with exclusive look. We are kind of focusing on that word free in some places versus company paid, to just see how that resonates with the agents. The post copy is going to be free weekend social advertising on us. Every Friday sneak peek listing you get to add, and it'll take you through the same process, where you can add a listing directly or go to a new landing page. So the second copy that we're testing is increase your production by 20%, add a Friday sneak peek, plus social ads weekend equals more exposure before the MLS on Monday. So we are also going to image test. You'll see on the next slide the same ads with a blue background and kind of a green background on the next slide. Everything else will work the same way. And then they will have a separate landing page for the sneak peek ad. So we're focusing on that. So you can add a listing right away. You can learn more about the program itself, but it's going to be a little bit separate page. So the next slide we have a quick start guide available for the HomeSpotter program. So for any markets that are participating in this pilot, it'll be available in the Help Center, and it has all the information the agent will need to learn about what's going to happen with their listing, take them step by step through everything. All questions are answered with this quick start guide. So the next slide shows you when they're participating in the HomeSpotter ad. When they go into exclusive look, they'll add their listing. It's automatically going to flow through the API to HomeSpotter. When it's picked up in HomeSpotter, they will get a confirmation email that says your ad is ready to review. It'll give information. They can come in, they can make changes. They don't have to do anything at all. They can simply leave it as is and it's going to work. They can always come back in and change a price, or change out an image or something like that if they need to. At the end of the campaign, they'll get a report that has all their statistics, that shows their activity summary, and they'll be able to share that with their client. So the next page is a sample of what the ad will look like, where we've got take a sneak peek before it's on the market. We've got a little emoji because those register well in our social ads. It's got coming soon, and you can see right there in the top right corner, and it will have any detailed information. So again, this is only an example. I don't think Arizona is participating in this, so it's just an example. Next slide. So the great news about this whole pilot program with HomeSpotter is if it performs well, if the agents like it, we've got a lot of KPIs we're measuring. We will actually, there is a potential for a national expansion. So we will keep you updated on that, but that would be a great win for everyone. And I think we have a Slido. We wanted to see if you guys would participate in our A/B test and see between the two ads, which catches your eye more, option 1 or option 2. And while we're waiting on that to happen, I just wanted to do a quick shout out and let everyone know that Heidi is actually going to be presenting a segment on Exclusive Look in the Coldwell Banker Town Hall tomorrow as part of our awareness strategy. And she is going to be sharing some wins from a Florida agent, Steve Slocum. So please, I encourage you guys to check that out and let your agents know. Okay, option 2 looks like it's the big runaway winner, which we thought it would be. Oh, look, option 1's making some progress. Thanks, Heidi.
That's awesome. We'll keep this poll open until we get to our final Slido question. So please continue to contribute based on your feedback. Again, if we go back to the slide, option 1 is this lighter version, and then option 2 is this darker version. All right, let's move on. We are now going to head into our key product updates. So these key product updates, this section is devoted to our core products and any of our product managers that have an important message to share or an important update to share. I'm going to turn it over to Zaid, and he is going to go through some updates on Listing Concierge.
Awesome. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. All right, so April was the biggest month for Listing Concierge since the beginning of time. We hit a record number of orders of 6,876 orders, which is 444 orders more than March, and March was also the biggest month yet. So we've been going at a great performance level, so we want to appreciate all the support that we're getting from you guys in the field and the continuous feedback that we get that helps us grow and achieve those great numbers. Thank you. Heidi, if we can move on to the next slide, please. All right. So last month in our last TMAP, we introduced a new update to Listing Concierge, which basically enabled us to share unbranded video links on YouTube, unbranded video, YouTube and Vimeo links on Listing Concierge and on the MLS to make sure that we're compliant with the MLS. Now, unfortunately, shortly after the update was made, we found out that there's an issue where there's a certain limit to how many videos we can post on YouTube, a YouTube channel in a specific day, and that limit is 50, which won't allow us to really scale our ability to upload enough videos in a specific day. So part of our investigation for a resolution here was to go out and ask for help from you guys in the field and in your specific markets. With that being said, what the question that we have is, what video formats are compatible and compliant to the MLSs in your market, and what channels are we able to upload unbranded videos onto, and we can use them in a way that the MLS in your market would accept. There's a shared Excel sheet that is available here in these slides, and it's linked on the blue text where it says, please use the shared Excel sheet. Excuse me. If you access this Excel sheet, you'll find a table where you can fill in basically the accepted video formats and a specific column to enter the MLS that accepts that type of format, and then it'll ask you for your name and email in case we need to communicate and verify any information. If you can help us out by filling those forms out, this Excel sheet is going to be a great help in us growing this feature and being able to deliver a better solution to our agents and to you guys. So if you can go in, fill it out. It shouldn't take more than a minute or two to fill it out in the Excel sheet. If you already have that information, then perfect. We'll go on to the next step, which is the Slido question. What video formats does your MLS allow for non-branded videos? If you can go in, answer that, give us some insight, we'll be able to take that back to our kitchen and cook based on that. Thank you.
And Zane, do you have some examples of some of the formats we've seen, just to give an idea of what we're looking for in the Slido question?
Definitely. So it's either, in the general perspective, what we've seen is either YouTube or Vimeo. That's what most MLSs are accepting from our current research. But then it becomes difficult when we start looking at specific MLSs in specific markets. That's where we were hoping that you would give us a little bit more insights. So if you know that your MLS only accepts YouTube videos, for example, I see like here, for example, YouTube being answered in the Slido. If you know that your MLS allows for another type of link, like a, I don't know, like a OneDrive link or whatever, please feel free to share that as well. See a bunch of answers here. Awesome.
Looks like YouTube is clearly the winner at this point.
Right.
All right, we'll keep this poll open through the end of the presentation. This was our last Slido question. So again, if you can provide any feedback on what video formats your MLS offers for those non-branded videos, that would be fantastic. When we send the slide deck out, if anyone missed participating through Slido, Zaid will have that Excel document link where others can contribute post TMAP. But it looks like for the most part, we are looking at YouTube. It looks like we have a couple that are saying any URL, which is fantastic. So we'll continue to do our research here. All right, we are going to go into MarketQuest, and I will be giving the update for Kiara today. And so for Kiara, she is basically just giving a couple updates on some new capabilities with the Market Trends report, which is now available. Users can now choose which graphics to include and exclude in that Market Trends report. So a couple of the other things that are upcoming, we have Market Trends Report Preview May 13th, a social media takeover, which will be July 14th, and Market Snapshot in June. So keep coming to TMAP and TMAP for Agents. We have lots of good information to share about MarketQuest. All right, I'm going to now turn it over to Jillian, and Jillian is going to give us some updates on product deployment.
Thanks, Heidi. This will be a real quick update, but for the Coldwell Banker affiliate audience, we have a lot of activity going on. Both CBA and CBR are going to be seeing the national launch of Desk Profile Manager, and that'll be at the end of this month. But the big news, which I'll talk about in a little bit more detail on the next slide, is the rollout of Listing Concierge and Design Concierge to our Coldwell Banker affiliate audience. We're very excited to be offering these amazing products to our affiliates. So the first group of the, basically the group 1 is going to kick off at the end of this month on 5/25. We had 59 companies sign up to participate in this first rollout. So that's a great response that we are very excited about. If you are one of those companies, your broker owners are going to be receiving those initial communications to kind of let you know what the next steps are. There are a couple of items that do need to be addressed in terms of like linking Facebook pages and that kind of thing. And then the rest of the groups will continue to launch throughout June and into July, and then we'll begin assessing for a second group. Next slide, please. And of course, a very short update for CBR, but always excited to bring more products to you guys as well. Obviously, we do have the Desk Profile Manager coming out, and also the, of course, exclusive look that was just mentioned, as well as the MoxiWorks rollout that Chris also mentioned as well. So a couple of things coming your way we're very excited about, and hopefully some more things coming in Q4 as well.
All right, thank you so much, Jillian. All right, at this point, we'd like to ask our PMs behind the scenes, are there any questions we weren't able to answer in the chat, or something that we'd like to ask the PMs on from the chat that that might be worth highlighting?
There's a couple of questions in here, all kind of related to the same thing about the HomeSpotter Boost and how it requires an active MLS ID number. So I thought maybe Mel could just touch on that again. I see about 4 questions circulating around that general topic. What to do if it doesn't have an active MLS ID, and where does that add a link to?
Okay, so actually we did a special integration where the Exclusive Look team worked with the HomeSpotter team to basically build out this new program. Very simple. All you need to do is add the listing to Exclusive Look. It needs to be a sneak peek, so we're MLS compliant, right? So you post it on a Friday, it'll automatically go to HomeSpotter. No MLS ID needed because this is pre-MLS. They'll get the free or company paid boost over the weekend, and then they post to MLS on Monday. So the development work is already done. It'll work without an MLS ID, and we are compliant because I've seen some questions there that I've answered. So hopefully that answers your questions.
Yeah, and then one other thing just to add on to that, again, we are testing this in a very few select markets, so this is not available to everyone. We do testing for various purposes, but we really want to make sure this is working. We're meeting our KPIs that we've established. So again, few select markets. Those markets we've been in communication with for the ones that we're launching to. Any other questions that we weren't able to answer?
There's just a couple more in here. One question about the market trends in the cover page. Somebody has requested if that could be updated so that they can crop the photo, and also the agent's social media links are currently displaying the full URL. So if they could be adjusted, sounds like a great suggestion.
I love those suggestions. Yes, I'll definitely pass that on to Kiara.
One more in here. Will the Moxie website replace InTouch?
And I know Chris jumped off the call. I believe the answer to that is yes, but is there anyone on the call that can answer that? We may have to get back to that person.
Yeah, I think the best way to think about that is how we've been positioning with the open ecosystem. And so it's not necessarily a replacement, it's another option. And then kind of the future of InTouch and what that relationship looks like is still being determined.
There's another question in here about MarketQuest, and this is a great question because it is coming. Will MarketQuest have a Market Trends email option similar to version 1?
I will answer that question offline. I'll need to defer to Kiara on that one.
Okay. Let's see. That's it. These are all kind of repeats of things we've already addressed that I see in here. Just one other thing, maybe a quick reminder about the retirement of CBX listing experience at the end of June.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on to our reminder section. So a couple of reminders we have, save the date for this month, that product for agents. Again, that's May 26th. Exciting, we will be demoing part of the Moxie Suite. So we'll be doing a demo of Moxie Engage, which is the CRM portion. And then we'll also be doing a demo of Profile Manager, which is really exciting. Also, TMAP, next meeting will be June 9th. And then just as Mel mentioned, we will be highlighting Exclusive Look during Ryan Gorman's town hall tomorrow. So that's really exciting, really trying to push awareness and adoption of Exclusive Look and have some really exciting stats and information to share, especially from one agent that has a great testimonial about Exclusive Look. So make sure to tune into town hall tomorrow. Also, as a reminder, everything we do from a communication standpoint is posted to CB Briefs. So make sure to tune into CB Briefs. You can find that on the left side of desk, company, and then CB Briefs. That's going to have all your information. Also a reminder, all of our products are updated in the Help Center of Desk. So you're going to find everything from our release notes to our objectives and key results, our most current roadmaps. Basically, everything you'd want to know about each of our products is going to be listed within that section. Our product managers are in there before each TMAP and TMAP for agents to make sure that everything is very up to date. So please make sure to check those sections out. As we go through future editions of This Month That Product for agents, and as well as This Month That Product, we will only be highlighting those products that have something notable to highlight. So please make sure to go to these sections and look at those materials. And that concludes our May edition of This Month That Product. Thank you for all attending. I think this is a record that we've got through in less than an hour for the first time. Really appreciate your time today. And again, if you have any future topics you'd like us to cover, please don't hesitate to add those to the chat, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.